Well, we're back again, and I thought we'd made a clip for week 6, but it appears we haven't. And so, we're getting a bit slack, aren't we, Robo Lawyer? Yes. Okay, well, we're all back again, and what we're going to talk about this week is the remedies for breaches of directors' duties, because that's a very important topic in company law. So, and it's important that you are familiar with the remedies and what happens when a director has breached their duty. What's that, Angel of Learning? Sometimes you don't know what duty the director has breached, because if you look at the facts, it might be a number of different duties. Well, and you're worried about what to do in that case if it's an exam question. Well, the answer is very simple. What you do is you talk about all the different duties which you think the director may have breached. They may have breached their general law duties and the statutory duties. And you know, that's where people sometimes fall down in exams. They don't realise that the same set of facts can give rise to a number of possible breaches of duty. They worry about trying to pick the right one. Well, it may be several, and it's ultimately for the courts to decide, so we have to pick out the relevant issues. And that's right, it's very important, because there are differences between a breach of a general law duty and the remedies available there, and the remedies and penalties which are available for a breach for statutory duty. Very important. For example, with the breach of a general law duty, the remedies lie with the company, and they can, so it's for the company to pursue, whereas for a breach of statutory duty, it's up to ASIC to actually enforce that. What's that, Robo Lawyer? Yeah. You want to ask about your assignment. Well, I hope you're doing your assignment. I hope you've worked through, yes, and you will need the full Corporations Act to answer question 3 and the full ASIC Act. Yes, that's right, Angel Learning. They are up on OSTLE in Commonwealth Consolidated Legislation, yes, so you can find it there. So, yes, that's right, so you keep going with your assignment. It's due next week, isn't it? So, yes. Anyway, back to our breaches of statutory duty, because one of the consequences of that is a director can be subject to a civil penalty. That's a way of sheeting home liability without having to meet the criminal standard of proof. So that's a very important idea. And the other one are the members' remedies, because what remedies members may have against the directors. And generally, the rule has always been that if a wrong's done to the company, the person who should actually... Can you see down there, Angel Learning? If I were to put you up here... Well, yeah, you're up there now, aren't you? Yeah, this pencil dog. It can look like we're having a little conversation between all of us. That way, a little seminar or tutorial. Yeah. Anyway, yes. They're talking about, yes, the company is the person who's meant to pursue the remedies, but sometimes it's the directors who control the company who've breached and committed the breach, and they're not going to say, let's vote to allow the company to take action against us. And that's where we've got what's called the derivative action, where a member can apply on behalf of the company to seek a remedy. And that's very important as well. I just can't stress how important this whole topic area is. Yes, and that's right, Pencil Dog. Sometimes, if the breach is so serious, and it's spelt out in the legislation, the director can be actually subject to a criminal penalty. And also, yes, sometimes the directors can be excused depending on the circumstances. So the law's been fairly flexible, but you actually need to look at the circumstances. And if you read through your chapter there, do the homework questions. Yes, I know we've got homework questions we put up on the discussion board now because people in Rockhampton like the idea. The other topic we had to talk about in that lecture was the reporting requirements of companies. And basically, the more a company solicits funds from the public or relies on the public as a source of funds, then the greater the reporting requirements. And in fact, yes, we learn about continuous disclosure, because it's not much good sort of having to put in a half-yearly report or a quarterly report and important things happen along the way. Especially in the case of the listed companies, they have to make that disclosure to the company. They have to make the disclosure to both ASIC and the Australian Securities Exchange. That's right. Okay, so we think we're right there with that. Very important area. Is it going to be on the exam? Well, I haven't seen a company law paper in a long time which hasn't had a question on directors' duties. It's something which crops up all the time. It's very, very important. Yes, everyone needs to know it. Yes. Well, we'll leave it there for this week, will we? Okay, well, we'll say, this Angel Learning, she'll say, goodbye, Robo Lawyer, goodbye, Pencil Dog, goodbye, Angel Learning. But you want an extension on your assignment, Robo? Well, now, there are proper ways of going about that. You'll have to go and look it up on the web page. You want an extension on your assignment. And yes, that's right, Angel Learning, we have, yes, I've put the examination information statement up already. You've been there to the web page, yes. Yes, some people haven't, but the information about the final exam's all up there, yes. You can start your studies once you're preparing for it. Okay, well, we'll let Robo go and finish off his assignment. I hope you finish it off, Robo. We've done this course a few times already.